Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. Using my over 20 plus years of coaching experience, I give you insights and actual proper stuff of what's going on in the game, not some idiot even though I've been an ex-player, idiot ex-player's perspective who doesn't really know nothing about the game and just talks nonsense. Yes, we're looking at you, Gary Neville. Right, so right now we're doing Crystal Palace against Sheff Utd, and I want you to watch this little sequence as the game, as this goal builds up here. And when you're trying to pass the ball out of the back, this is what you're really looking to try to do. Okay, so here we go. We've moved the ball up forward. Bump. Now, the key isn't... There's two things here. You want the pass to go forward, but the runner is the most important thing. Do you see that runner there? That's what you were looking for. If you don't have a runner, changing from one line to the next, when that pass goes up to this forward line there, the only thing you can really do is pass it back. What he wants to be doing is breaking into the space, which he's doing a fantastic job of. Now, the other thing which I really like, I think this is a new shining here for Sheffield United. He's actually quite good. I don't think he's going to stay there for very long if they go down. He's just a decent player from what I've been seeing, and he can score a goal or two. But he's staying wide. I love this, staying all the way wide, which basically just gives him the freedom of the park. And also, I want you to watch this little ball as well, what he plays out to him. Let's see, it's on the bounce bump, but look at his body shape. It's the same as that of Anthony Gordon strike in the Newcastle game when he's hitting the volley. I love striking balls like this. You're just turning it and you're blasting it into the ground and it's going out, fading over to him. See that? Fading out over to him. So he's got all the space in the world to run onto. And you can see how stretched Crystal Palace are. Just here, just because they're playing out properly, they're all spread out nicely. Their actual shape, team shape is quality. They just don't have the quality to actually... what's the word I'm looking for? To execute it time and time again against better teams, and they don't have the athleticism. That's what it really comes down to. But watch this nice little goal. He's got all the space in the world here, takes a little touch, ends up running inside. And one of the main things is like, okay, so the problem is, right here, do you see this guy doesn't go out towards him to close him down? He worries about the player running in behind, and he doesn't. You've got to go to the ball. If the player's running in behind, great. He's going to pass the ball there, and he's going to go fine. Yeah, that's so be it. But you've got to address the football, and he does. And unfortunately, we don't get to see the clip because it changes the angle. And this guy, you can see he's run with him. This guy has had the ball over there. Here was the defender. The defender ran back here, and he's run to here, and he's got no intention of trying to close the ball down. So it's overall bad defending. It's really bad defending, but it's also a quality strike. They've got to pressure the ball, and they don't. Bosch, and he finds the bottom of the net box with a quality finish. But the defender just doesn't know what he's doing. He's just given him that extra space there because he's tracked the runner for some reason. He thinks the runner is more important than the football. He doesn't understand that the runner can't score the goal, the football does. But he doesn't understand that, and that's why that goal is so easy. Let's get on to the next goal. Here's a better angle. So here's the guy. He needs to chase and close that ball as fast as possible. The player behind him is not his response. That is the other player over here needs to come and deal with that. The only player that's important to him is the player in front of him. Does he understand basic under nines football? No, he's not pressuring. He's looking at that guy there. This guy needs to be getting across and dealing with that. He needs to be pressuring that football. Doesn't do it. Look, it's just terrible. Gives him all the space and the time in the world to get his get his shot off and score himself a goal. That is terrible defending. As I said, let's go on to the next goal. Again, look at how much space these guys have got. Loads of space. Midfield's over here. 2 marking 1. You're not doing anything. It's just terrible overall. Look at how much time and space this guy's got when he receives the ball. Takes a touch. No one's pressuring him. You've got 4 players here. 4 players. No one is doing a thing. No one's pressuring the ball. No one. What are they doing? Marking the space. Let's go scared about the space. Look, mate, it doesn't matter at this point because you're back behind this third line here. You're not marking any space now. You need to be pressuring this football. Otherwise, this happens. Bomb finds a little easy pass. Still not pressuring the ball. He's still not pressuring it. He's stood there, but he's not pressuring it. He is not trying to win the football. He's just standing with him. Standing with a player when he's in front of you with a football and not trying to win it isn't trying to win the football. And that's what he ends up doing. Gives this guy a bit of time and he puts in a bad cross. It's a really bad cross. Here it comes. Bosch flicks it up. Remember, the overlap here has confused there's 2 players there and neither of them actually challenge for the ball. But this is a quality ninja finish. Got to pause him there mid-air, and he don't know how he pulls that out, but he does, and he puts it into the net box. Quality little finish there, but it's all made from those 2 over here, not trying to win the ball, just stood there looking at him like, oh, maybe if we stand here, he'll give us the ball. No, mate, you got to go and win it from him. Let's get on to the next goal. So in this goal, there's a couple of little problems here, and I know it's a bit of a deflection goal, but I'm still going to try to talk about it. So you want to look at this guy here, Will Hughes. He reminds me of, was it Me, Myself and Irene, the serial killer? He's got the same coloured hair, but he's the wrong side. So what happens is this guy needs to come in and slow him down, and he needs to get over here and defend and back him up again. So all he wants to do is get back his goal side as fast as possible while this guy slows him down. Let's see if that happens as it goes on. No. Now he's trying to, he's trying to win the ball. So this guy is trying to win the ball from behind him, the guy that should be winning the ball, right, completely stops challenging. This guy doesn't move because he's trying to challenge him from behind for some reason. Just get away. You're an idiot. This guy, the reason this goal scored is because he's trying to win the ball behind like this. If he just lets the defender do his job properly and then gets back goal side, and if he beats the defender, then you can be there to back up your teammate, all right? This isn't a goal, but that's not what happens. He's doing some stupid thing, trying to tackle him from behind, trying not to give a foul away, so the other guy dare not challenge him. Now, when the guy could have challenged him, he's missed the opportunity because that stupid idiot Hughes, he stuck his foot in trying to win the ball, but now his mate can't do it because, well, that opportune moment is gone because it was back about wherever it was. Yeah, about there. So now he's got on the wrong side of the ball. And not only that, he's got space now to pass the ball. All of this defender's opportunity to win the ball's gone just because of his teammate is a complete muppet. Right, and let's move this on. Bosh, off we go. And he moves it out wide here for a nice clean strike at goal. Again, though, as this ball moves out, I want you to see something. This guy's not trying to win the ball. He's not trying to do anything. I don't know what he's doing in the Premier League. Like, watch. He's slowing his jog down. Slowly. He's not trying to win the ball. He's letting him shoot. There's no pressure on this ball to try to win it at all. It's just like, oh, we're in front of him. Try to beat me. He doesn't care about beating you. He's going to smash it at the goal, get a bit of luck and score a goal because you're bad at the football. Watch. Bit of a track, bit of a run. Oh, now you're going to block it. Oh, brilliant. And it's in the back of the net. Fantastic. Doesn't try to win the ball, doesn't put the player off, doesn't really do anything, just waits for him to take a shot and then ends up getting a deflection and going into the net box. And even the keeper's looking at him going like, what are you doing, you absolute muppet? Let's get on to the next goal. Not much has really happened here. There's just a little bit of movement and all of a sudden you've got a Crystal Palace player on top here. Look, this is how bad this Sheffield United team is coached. You've got 3 players over here trying to stop one football player, right? And there's 3v1 and he still manages to pass the ball over here. So you have to ask yourselves, what are you 3 over here doing? If you're not winning the ball, you're not stopping the ball and the pass, but there's 3 of you over there. And what you've ended up doing is leaving a massive gap in midfield here. You just can't believe that this is happening on a Premier League football team, but it is. Why are you idiots over there? You don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. Now he's taking a touch. Thankfully, one of the centre-backs is coming out to try to pressure the ball. But does he actually try to win the ball? Or is he going to do what Premier League normally just stand there and just do? Right. He needs to be getting back as fast as possible. He's had enough. He's got his hands on his head. It's like, oh, what have I done? Signing for this team. They're rubbish. Takes a little touch. Little dink. But because he's not trying to win the ball, do you see when the guy feigns the shot, he stops and his reaction is there. Look at all these guys. Backing up. No one is trying to be on the front foot. And he's already done by the feint because he's not trying to win the ball. He's trying to block the shot. Now, this guy does take a great shot. Cannons it into the far corner. But overall, it's just absolutely poor defending. It really is. But I think that's the reason why they're at the bottom of the league. There. Let's get on to the next goal. Before we do that, I'm going to highlight how bad this defender is right here, and you're going to see it. So I'm going to chat a little bit so I can just play it in real time. This guy right here needs to be focused and looking at that football, but he's not because he doesn't know how to play football. So what happens is when his shoulders and his hips feign for the shot, he gets in, I've got to defend the shot mode instead of I've got to try to win the football. He doesn't even read that the guy's not trying to kick the ball because he just isn't good enough at the football. Watch. Do we see that? Boom. Oh my God, I've panicked. He's put himself to block the shot. Didn't really pay any attention to what's going on because he's just awful. He's just awful. Let's get on to the last goal. So this is what's going, this is called a team going through the motions. One of the problems I have when I was coaching, when I came back to the UK coaching, is people go through the motions. They don't actually do anything. What I mean by that is they'd rather tell you that they're playing good, or they'd tell you that they're in shape, or tell you that they're, we're trying to do something, than actually produce what they're trying to do. So this is a classic example. The team is in transition. So Sheffield United are in transition going back, right? And as a unit, they're trying to win the ball. but they're not, because look, he stood off, and they're all going to jog back all in the same. Look, they'll be in their team shape, and this is what I'm going to tell you, show you. Oh, but look, we're all in our team shape trying to do what we're supposed to do. Yeah, but none of you are actually playing football. None of you are trying to win the ball. None of you are trying to tackle the opponents. All you're trying to do is stay in your team shape for some reason, thinking that's going to be a magic formula here. And you can see, look, they look like they're in their little team shape. Here comes the ball. They're knocking it about. Bush, off it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. 1, 2, 3, 4 players. Let's see what happens, shall we? They're all jogging back. Look, and I mean jogging. They're not sprinting back. He's not trying to close that space off there, because right now it's 2-2. Can they get a point? Can they keep themselves up in the Prem? Nope, not interested. Joggy, joggy, joggy. Look, what's he doing? Look, this guy, he's trying to stop the pass going to where? Are you aware that there's no midfielder behind you except for your own teammate? Like, where do you think that this guy's passing? He's trying to score on a goal here, not pass it across the square, square across the midfield. It's just, everything they're doing is just wrong. Everything. Joggy, joggy, joggy. No one's really trying to win the ball again, and no one's really trying to mark. Look, watch. 1, 2, 3 players. Joggy, 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 joggy. No one really cares. This guy tries to not really do anything. Off. Hits it across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. 2 players are unmarked. Hits a worldie, and it goes into the far corner. Overall, it's just, I don't know. I get frustrated when I look at such poor quality, and the problem I've got is I can want to try to break it down more and more, but I'll be here for days. So I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.